This is high noon and welcome. Are you prepared to draw? I hope so. And I don't mean any of that liver lizzy gun slinging stuff. And I don't mean any of that arty stuff. I'm here to do that. You all will just draw together, become family, friends, help each other, support each other, all that stuff. This is a place to have a good old time, friends and frolic, and all that stuff. Okay? This is it.
Hey, how is everyone today? We are going to be working, of course, on coloring page 4 of the Canadian Shield number 2. Okay, so share out. Let's get up here. Okay, where did I put my stylus? That would be very important to this task. There it is. Oh, and let me bring up all my chats and all that too. I'll pop out all my chats. Pop out. Pop out chat. There we go. Everything is up. Okay, so then a little. So we're gonna get all the colors in for everything, the major colors for everything before we start doing shading and putting background in. And thank you to the new followers on Twitch and DLive. So how is everyone today? I hope everyone is doing well. So We'll have to go and erase some stuff that's coming on the outside. Cut in a little bit for different places. But as long as we got it looking half decent at the moment, that's matters to me. We know where everything is going for all the different color stuff. We're getting all the red in place. Here, as you can see, we've gotten all the white. At least for these couple panels. I think that's once I know panels are done, I think I'm gonna have to start getting off stream, getting the whatchamacallit, the lettering done. Yeah. Backgrounds on these last few panels have been, it's all fire, it's inside the building. A lot of ways I'm going to be happy, I think, when we get outside the building and I can, do more stuff. There's going to be more background again. And again, I'm not sure whether I might come back in at some point and try and get all these maple leaves a little bit more looking like maple leaves, the ones that are how it's supposed to look. Because they seem all a little different to me. I don't know. Something we'll have to figure out. Right near the end. I know maple leaves are hard to draw, so that's why I'm not being too picky about that right now when it comes to getting them done properly. Hey, sing it. Sing what? You haven't told me what you're talking about. Sing what, Evan? Okay, so I don't think we saw the belt buckle in this one. No, so I think we're gonna have to go to another page to get the belt buckle color. I don't even know what there's to sing in Harry Potter. Okay, so okay. uh, what did I take out? No. I think I banned the wrong person. Um, Community. I think I banned my Restream bot from Twitch. uh, Rick, do not click that. No, I'm not clicking that. How do you unban somebody or something? Any know-how on that? Evan? Slash unban name. Okay, let's see. Okay, I gotta find out what this goes under. Twitch. Slash. We You're trying to unban a user that does not exist. That doesn't exist. Okay. Okay, gotta figure that out later. How to get my restream back on Twitter. Twitter? No, Twitch. Did I say Twitter? I meant Twitch. I accidentally went to ban the person putting up that link, and accidentally banned Restream Bot on Twitch. Or maybe it's slash. No space. Okay, yeah, I got it done right now. Type something, Evan. Let's see whether. I gotta get these colors in a palette and be able to save them. Make a swatch. Yeah, I have. Then I think you gotta save it in case something happens where it goes away. And then I gotta remember where to save it. I gotta maybe make a space on my computer for that sort of thing. Make a red, make a new layer, make a red circle. Yeah, I could make just create a page where determine lighting and fall off. Uh, Increase the value of red and reduce the saturation and shift. Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about now. Color pick your base red. Are you talking about something for the Canadian Shield or himself? Toxico? What? You got me confused. Page 4. Decrease the value. Let's see. There we go. I'm not here. I don't see a red ball with shadow and lights. Neither do I. Okay, so let's see. And hello, Mallet. How are you? Excuse me. Tired? Hello, I'm fantastic tired. Yeah, right now I'm working on getting in all the major colors for the characters. Then I'm gonna put it in the background, the fire and all that. And then from there determine highlights and all that stuff. Um, and hello, Bullet. Make a swatch. Yeah, well, I need to have the colors to make the swatch with. The problem is I've made the swatches before and you turn off the program and they go away. It's like no. Oh, Rick, you should also get a swatch watch. Get way into the swatch internet time. Excuse me. When are you launching this book, Rick? Um, Probably when I know this is done. I want to have like probably 90% or more of the artwork done on this and Snowdrift. Uh, who does the Snowdrift work? Well, at the moment, I'm doing it, although I'm not doing it as fast as I would like. I gotta kick my ass on that. Rick, what's with the sailor talk lately? What are you talking about? What sailor talk? Check out Swatch Internet Time. You'll never need to watch it again. Uh, it's damn right nautical, Rick. Yes, Bullet. How is this? How will this comic fight communism? Wow, I have no idea. By selling? By people buying it? It starts with you, Rick. You have to bang the drum. Yes, I do. I don't know what drum you're talking about, but sure. Although I do have a campaign coming up January 7th, Cross Comics coloring book. You should promote as anti-fascist book. Rick, I have a shine spoon. Will they have to amputate? Probably not, but I have no idea since I can't see it and I'm not a doctor.
Jim, I'm not a doctor. I'm a bricklayer.
I would say yes. So, is the date January 7th meaningful in any way? Yeah, it's my mom's father's birthday, my grandfather's birthday. Although he's dead and has been for quite some time. Uh, is that the same day you launched the Shield? No. Oh, is that the same day I launched the Shield? Yes, it is. I use the veterans spots at Lowe's. I guess that's good. Uh, will John be helping you in promotion? I don't know. I'm probably going to put him on the campaign just in case I need to get the money. I've actually sent him an invite to be on the campaign. I don't know whether he answered yet or not. But I'm going to be raising the money this time in Canadian funds and seeing what happens. That's the major reason for doing this. Yeah, I'll be promoting a little. Not probably hard like I would for a book, regular book. I'll be promoting here, I'll probably go a few places. I'm only trying to go for a $500 flexible goal. This isn't necessarily about getting a lot of profit, a lot of money. There is more. There's a few people in the community that have put in pictures. got a couple John stuff. John Gattis, Flyfox Pro, Eric Hawkins. If I get a lot of money, fine, bullet. But hey, Skeleria, did Bullet submit his silo yet? No. And just the reason it's not about money a lot for this campaign, anyways, is just to see whether if in Canadian funds I can get my money. If I do Canadian funds. Good morning. I suspect those campaigns will not reach 500. Well, that's alright because I'm doing a flexible goal and I didn't say I wouldn't promote, I just didn't say I was going to go as hard as the Canadian Shield. Rick, John said, Rick, you will be full. Said you will be full. Send promoting the. I never said he was. I just said I don't know whether he's going to be how much he's going to promote the coloring book. I didn't say I wasn't going to promote. Yeah, I'm going to probably go around places, say it's available. Maybe I'll get on Gary's stream. Maybe get on churches. I'm not sure who else I will be seeing about at this point. Rick, go on a political show and promote the book. Maybe you should go on Maryland's CG Presents. Apparently he's going to do them with more frequency. Well, if he's doing them with some frequency, yeah, I can try and get on there. For sure. This is basically, for me, this is basically just to see if I raise it in Canadian the funds, can I get it without having to go through somebody like John? You didn't promote the last two. What do you mean the last two? I've only done one campaign. And I did promote. I went out. I told people here. I tried to get on some shows. Some people didn't even get back to me about getting on shows. Uh, he got that jar of wolf milk I sent him. Of course, I went on John's. I went on Gary's, Mandy's. I went on a few shows. Churches. Heck, I got on Ethan's. I got on for 5 minutes or less. I got on Alterna for 5 minutes or less. I got on Edwin's. Oh, Flitz. I know there's a few others I got on too. So I might get on a few of those shows, like I said, Gary and all that. I'm doing a $500 flexible goal this time. So hopefully, if I get to the 500, a day or two. Hey Eagle, how are you? I think it was on Illustration Studios as well. Or Jiminy Cricket Show. Evan, do you still have the Scribbattle assets? I want to do a show Monday. You can be there if you want me to be happy. I might have to check when I get home if it doesn't work with Hangouts anymore. It doesn't work with Hangouts anymore though. I might have to check when I get same thing. Well, let me check on something. Oh, John, I sent you an invite to be on the campaign just in case I can't get the money. So we can do basically what we did last time. Unless, of course, you don't want to do that. You know, it's up to you, though. Uh, I can't do that for all your campaigns, Rick. If we ever start making real money, I might be on the hook for taxes. Yeah, I understand. I just for this campaign here, That way I just want to be able to fulfill it if it actually, you know, yeah, well, if it funds, well, I get the money no matter what because I'm doing a thing. This this is just more to test that's what this campaign is about to test. What will be to test if the whole thing is hoping you don't have to get the money and that I can get the money easily. Because obviously, if I, yeah, obviously, if I have problems getting in Canadian money on this thing, I'm not going to be using Indiegogo again. I'm just testing it out once. At some point, I'd like to test a Kickstarter too, but I want something small like this that barely matters. Can I have the money? And I get exactly what you mean, John, that, I don't want you on the hook for taxes or anything like that. Live now, Cyberpunk 77 gameplay. Oh, make a fever Zucker battle Cyberpunk 2077. I'm waiting until I get my Xbox Series X to play. Missed a few digits there, Rick. What do you mean? I missed a few digits. Evan. That makes 0 sense. What makes 0 sense? Then I will fall asleep from boredom. Cyberpunk 77 makes it sound like 1977. You, Rick, you won't accept this watch internet time into your miserable life. I thought I said the 20 in front. Oh, if I didn't. Oh, and I didn't paint that gun. Oh. Well, the RPG is based from the 70s. Originally, it was Cyberpunk 2020. Laugh out loud. Synchronized swatches. What's the theme of this coloring book? Guess it's just I've got a whole bunch of my characters in it. I'm probably gonna put a small bio on each one, put their name and all that too. What's the theme? Cross comics. Rick's unsure of the theme makes something up to Quill Evans. Constant chatter. So no theme. Well, cross comics characters. I don't think really many comic books have coloring books. I think have a theme. You know, okay, Justice League, Spider-Man. You know. Brands aren't themes. Are character themes? Everything should be the Canadian Shield until such time as people know about your other characters. There are a lot of different pics of the Canadian Shield in there. Can you draw Evan dressed up as a four-story barn? Or the Adventures of Space Tree? What does that have to do with Cross Comics though? Damn the Infinity Barn cosplay. Rick, you have one book out. What else do people know about the Cross Comics? And will there be the space trees succumb to space madness? Isn't a space tree Groot? And as for what they know, not much. So I guess a coloring book with various characters in it might be a good way to get them. Remember that tree that got thrown into space? Yeah. but you know it's pulled up by its roots and all that. So, and it's in space where it's cold. I think that tree is dead. No, Rick, it's like all the spaceships are the Death Star. Okay, I don't get how that would compute, but that tree is now on a journey of self-discovery. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that tree is just floating in space. Till it comes down into some atmosphere on some planet somewhere. Or maybe it goes too close to the sun and just gets burned up. What are we talking about here? A little bit of Cross Comics coloring book and other stuff. And hello, Timothy. Rick, you're skipping a very important words like not and 20. Okay, where are you seeing not and 20? No, Rick, it's not like not like spaceships, Death Star. Okay, I've missed the the word not here. All I hear was burning up in the atmosphere. Yes, the tree from the first book that gets thrown into space is probably going to get burned up in some atmosphere of some planet somewhere. Next time on Space Tree, the internal battle. Isolated all along the Space Tree wall. For a time it was surrounded by nature and now has to find solace within itself to face what it was doing back on Earth, which was nothing, and kill an entire civilization. No, I doubt it would kill an entire civilization. Unless some microbe is on it that's not on the planet and they can't get a hold, can't figure out how to combat this microbe that they've never encountered before that's from Earth. That would be a story that would make the Canadian Shield interesting. Yes, whatever happened to the tree that he threw into space? He is held accountable for unintended actions. Yeah, I think that would be hard for those space people to figure out he was the one accountable. Rick Space Tree helped the Earth. It did so much. And you thought nothing of its destruction. But it wasn't a space tree till the Canadian Shield threw it into space. It was just a normal tree. Oh geez, Rick. It takes a chance on stars. Space will return the Canadian Shield paper. he paid a tree a missile. Yeah, well, I'm not sure what is, like I said, I'm not sure what's going to be happening with that tree. It could just go floating in space forever. The space tree, it was in the museum idea. One day the great maple trees will return or comes back super intelligent tree that wants to. Why can't a tree just be a tree? Why does this tree have to be Groot? Yeah, we call this tree tree. I am tree. Grant gamma radiation. Now I've heard too much. Solar radiation outside Earth orbit has an enriched space tree with powerful ion particles and nutrients combined with gamma radiation, giving the space tree a new lease on life. Well, Dillard, he won't take a chance on storytelling to make it interesting. Yet hey Timothy, how many of those issues have you read on Facebook? There are more tree characters than Groot. He's the most famous one, though. Right. Okay, what's the one from Lord of the Rings? Treebeard? Plank, log, the great Dooku tree, Treebeard of the Ents, I think. Well, the great Deku tree doesn't get up and walk around. Maybe sentient, but it doesn't get up and walk around. I don't know who Plank or Log are. Rick, you have only one book. Stop blaming those abominations on Facebook or stories. Well, what are they? Nobody cared about Groot 5 years. True. If they're not stories of the upcoming adventures of the Crossverse, what are they? They're called first drafts. They're still stories, though, Dillard. I have read your webcomic, and it's the Canadian Shield fights a gorilla. And those aren't canon, Timothy. And there's more up there than that one. I have 3 in total up there at the moment. It's big. It's heavy wood. No, I read them. They're not what the Oxford. Look what you did, Rick. They're singing. When did you read them, John? Last time I knew you didn't read them. Look. You're right. They're not stories. They're scripts. I don't think you read them either. I wrote most of them, John. I may not remember everything that goes on in them offhand, due to being a while since I actually read them myself. But I was in a hangout when he read them, Rick. Bullet, why won't you commit to Monday night Scribbattle? Pretty sure he gave him I'm just saying, a character with a lack of weakness or flaws is not a relatable character. Well, look, I know the Canadian Shield has flaws and weaknesses. You know, doesn't know everything about our time yet, so there's sort of a weakness. If he takes his suit off, he's vulnerable. Hello, Tom. How are you? Rick, I have tons of stories. The Dark Penguin Chili. The Dark Lord Kravis behind the comic My lore building is well known. And now Space Tree. But at the same time, a character with too many weaknesses and flaws is Timothy. And then there's the fact that some things are discovered over time or brought into over time, like Superman didn't have kryptonite. That was brought in through the radio show that he had in the early 40s or 50s. Boba Fett. Not wearing specific clothes is not a weakness. Well, if those clothes give you powers beyond those of mortal men, not having them on is certainly a disadvantage. I think wearing a strapless trench or a vest is all its own. So the Canadian show will be relatable in 20. I don't know. All I'm saying is everything doesn't necessarily come in 5 seconds. In comics. Not everything is all fleshed out for stuff like that at first. Then again, Superman actually became more powerful over the time, you know. He had more weaknesses probably to begin with, and then at his peak or whatever, he had less weaknesses. Yeah, I know it didn't literally start 5 seconds ago, but unfortunately or unfortunately, because I haven't worked on it, I've worked on it on and off over the years. I haven't done exactly what I should have in the last, 30 years, all I should have. I don't know what the Canadian militia will be in 2077. My point is, that's sort of my point. In comics, you never know where things are going to go. And things sometimes come through writing, sometimes, heck, like I said, Kryptonite came from the radio show, and then they introduced it in the comics. Hey, right, more than 5 seconds. What are you, Sting? Getting all tintanic and stuff? Mustard relish mayo. So you're saying that. See, that would be a great idea for an event for the Canadian Shield. Oh, radio show, yeah. I've heard about your kind. You need a blue coal as a sponsor. I know a lot of this is teasing. You guys are half serious, half not. Yeah, but Rick would never let another creator, especially a radio. Hello? Hello? Hold on. Uh, uh, let's see. Creator, especially a radio skill. Writer give the shield a weakness. Yes, I would if I thought it fit. Um, constructive teasing. I'm using humor to suggest reality. So yes, I'd love to see an event comic establishing of a weakness. Uh, um, like Canadian Shield issue 10. Well, there's something else too, like for weakness. With the suit, his senses can be overwhelmed. Like in issue 2, going up against, I think it's in issue 2, going up against Toxico. Toxico sets off a blast in front of his eyes, or like some sort of radioactive blast in front of his eyes, and it temporarily blinds him. What if the suit was a flesh-eating? Oh. So he just appears to be overwhelmed, but overpowered, but can be overwhelmed. Yeah, I'm sure his audio could be, hearing could be overwhelmed if some sort of supersonic or whatever weapon, especially directed at his ears. Geez, if Dillard knew that he could use the buckler, use that in the buckler versus the Canadian Shield. What if the suit worked at full strength for 1 hour, and then he had to recharge with. Well, the suit was created by men. Question is, why does he get overwhelmed? Blessings at a church. It's probably just too much for the suit to take in at once. I don't know completely how the suit works 100% yet. It's, supposed to be future technology. Is he going to have a strength limit? I'm sure he is. I don't know what that is yet. I don't want to give definite answers to something that I'm not sure I want to be a definite at the moment of what something was. So God didn't create the suit. He stole it from the future to give to man in the past. Yes and no. You got to remember, everything on Earth is technically God's. It's His universe. Man's just using all of His stuff. Rick, no, I don't know what the no is about. I mean, he didn't own anything. He created you, Bullet. He created all of us. The breath we breathe is because of Him. Look at the buckler. You know how many times that's changed? Taking things out doesn't mean carve it in stone. I don't know what you mean by taking things out. Rick, I sent you an email. Please read my response. Oh, yeah, so. I need to know before I send it. Interview. Do you want me to read this live, John? Rick, there's more letters in there. Yes, read it live. Okay. At first glance, The Buckler looks like a typical superhero story, but it's much more than that. What is The Buckler? The Buckler's graphic novel is at its core a character study. His story is one that I feel is more relevant today than when I wrote it. He is a man that has not been able to reap the fruits of good deeds. He also has perspective over it, a perspective that overinflates what reward he feels are owed to him, and that leads to frustration and hate. An individual that feels their actions can be justified because of what they are owed can be a very reckless and dangerous person. His own immaturity will not allow him to see reason. He is trying, though. What made you to decide to focus on a villain? Villains are the backbone. They are the driving force in any situation, and I feel that fact is too overlooked. In a lot of media, the villain is who he is simply because their hero needs something to do. The motivation is typically sparse. I find the best stories are those that have a situation to overcome that is conceivable, and a villain that is relatable, or a villain that kind of has a point. Think of Magneto, Syndrome, Agent Smith. Their sense of morality may be a bit off, and they may be a little extreme flawed in their message. But a villain that truly believes what they are doing is the right thing is the most interesting thing, and I would want to read about it. I heard a really interesting take once. Someone asked the crowd a question, and the question was, what does it feel like to be wrong? After a long, awkward silence, they continued, I'll tell you what it feels like. It feels like you're right. They solidified for me the truth in the statement that someone is a hero in their own story, and merely the words, perception of your own actions that label you a villain. The world's perception. Bullet dump. Rick, I'm sending a message. From the description, we know the Buckler will face off against other villains, but what about heroes? I feel that in order for this story to work, it has to emulate real life. That is to say, there are no true blue heroes or straight from hell villains. Just people who can do things, or people who do great but terrible things. However, we all are flawed to some degree. We all compromise, but a bad day can destroy a body of good works. I refuse to shackle these people to hard and fast labels because what you do today greatly outweighs what you've done for many years. It's not fair, but it is true. Let's see, backbone prologue. This is word review. Well-worded review. So the worst thing for the Canadian war sphere is losing respect of the public. It might be eventually, yeah, Timothy. But he hasn't gotten to that point where a lot of the public knows about him either. The story promises to delve into main characters' relationships as well as spoilers. What will we find out about the Buckler? You're going to find out the Buckler is a very flawed man. He is at times almost irredeemable. He is He is all things we strive to be, not to be. You are also going to find out that he is a lot more like us than any of us are willing to admit. You know, I do have an issue coming up for the Canadian Shield that's going to deal with fear. I have a character, Fear Master, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Um, you know, and fears change too. Canadian Shield spent 18 years walking through some. You won't meet the public for a while. I did not spend 18 years walking through snow. You are handling the writing on this art, writing and art on this project. What has that been like so far? It's a challenge, but for me, but more than anything, this is a debate of this character. I feel it needs to be 100% me. I want readers to know what kind of story they can expect from me. My vision, my camera angles, my pacing, what these people look like in my head. I want to introduce my stories to readers the way I tell stories. I think that is probably the biggest benefit of working alone, and it will give the readers the clearest, most fair, honest insight into what I'm bringing to the table, and if they want to continue to follow my work. Oh, 18 issues. One issue per year. Well, hopefully we'll be getting more than one issue per year. Um, Probably not here. Uh, it's just that finances or getting it done up better has made it take over a year to go to the second book. So can you give us a little background on yourself? I don't have a tale of woe. I'm just a humble man trying to make his way in the world. I'm out here trying to tell a story. It's been my passion. I'm a storyteller. Been one all my life. I've been doing art a long time in all kinds of medium, from face painting and caricatures to murals, gallery paintings with comics, and blending of actual imagery with additional painting a picture with words makes the ideal format for me, a style of storytelling. Also, I get to draw cool shit. No, he's not returning from a volcano. Are you working traditionally or digitally? Both, mostly digitally. But I have the splash pages for the drafting table. I want iconic images to be physical. I want to hold those in my hand. How much of the project is already complete? Quite a bit. I'd say 80%. It's 50 pages. 50 pages are pencil, 46 are ink, and 35 are fully colored, lettered, and formatted. If you see my work, you can tell that the majority of the time is spent on inks. I like to render detail. The inks are almost done. It's smooth sailing from there. What is the future of the Buckler? Would you like to return to the character for more stories after finishing this book? Is this going to be in a school newspaper? Dillard saying, I see you This is from an ICU interview. Why do we need to see him walking though? How does it impact? Yeah, you've seen a lot of walking in the first book. You don't see a lot of walking in the second book. I think there's two basic scenes where he's walking in the second book. And he gets stopped from walking and then to do more stuff. Being totally honest, the future of the Buckler depends on how well the book funds. It's a novella. The Man from Bronzeville in the works. The Buckler Book 2, Segregation, is half written, a prequel of Temple, a Polar Light one-shot, a series of shorts called The Buckler Diaries, a side-scrolling 90s style beat-em-up video games, all in the works. But in order for this to happen, the demand has to justify it. The outcome of this first book is going to directly influence how much time I'm going to dedicate to him. I'm really putting everything into this book. It's going to be great. Thanks again for agreeing to the interview. I hope it gets some more backers. From personal standpoint, I think you've shown so far. Awesome. Looks awesome. What does the Shield think of Addis Cloud from Foam Sneakers? I have no idea. I have no idea what that is. Well, that looks like a great interview, John. How corrupt that they don't question this guy who goes around trespassing on active crime scenes, letting women burn alive. I have no idea what you're talking about. Probably not here. Is it something that I should release to the public? Yeah, I would say for sure. Issue 3. I have to reread issue 3. I'm not sure where you're talking about in issue 3. Ashcan Ascendancy, Book 1. Ascendancy. Shoot. I'm not sure who you're saying about a woman burning in a building. Active crime scene. Rick, are there any trans plus alpha kit? Not to my knowledge. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. No major characters anyways. It's at the power plant, right? You said you wrote it. Yeah, I wrote it, but it's been a little bit since I read it. You know, I'm not. Yeah, but the act of crime. He's the guy that stopped the guy. So, you know, there's probably not too many questions, or you just don't see the questions because book 3, the beach. So you're diminishing them intentionally. No, I might do sort of a crossover with the Canadian Buckler from. Let's see, crossover with the Buckler from an alt reality where the Buckler gets demonic powers and basically takes over Winnipeg and causes Canadian Shield to break several commandments, and thus God takes his suit away. His Adobe suite. Damn, he can't do this Adobe suite. Don't play, God, don't play. Well, it is 2:04, so that's the end of this stream for now. We'll be back on tonight, coloring up dust from when I drew last night. I'm pretty sure the male cop gives the Canadian Shield his number and says, "Call me after he lets the woman die." What woman are you saying let die? Here. Oh, yeah, here. I don't know where I can bring it up. Okay. You didn't give her name, Rick. Okay. I ordered 2 buckler hats. She must be an alphabetical character. Okay. Okay, I'm confusing probably books. Okay, door opens. One of them will be Season End Prize for Battle. Bucklets. Okay. Are you talking just before he gets there? You're gonna. Actually, you can't tell whether it's a man or woman. He didn't let anybody do anything. He wasn't there to stop it. No, when he leaves. Oh, I gotta. I don't see anybody dying as the Canadian Shield is leaving the power plant, or as Absorb slash Larson leaves. He's on a lot, climbing a ladder. He slips, finds out he can fly, and then he takes off. I'm still pro spin-off, featuring a character that cleans up after. Oh, thank you for the 2 ice creams, Jenny. I'm not sure how to pronounce. Genkai? Genkai. Over on D-Live. So yeah, as I was about to say, anyways, before we got into this, the script. We can talk about this tonight, I guess, as I'm coloring. But so yeah, thanks for everyone coming by. Remember to hit the like button on YouTube. Subscribe or follow, depending on which thing you're on, platform. And I guess we'll catch you all later tonight over on YouTube. And that's it for now. So bye for now. God bless. Have a great day. Love you all.